Hey guys, welcome back to this Fire Emblem 6 No Hard Mode bonus characters playthrough. It's been a while, but I'm finally back to finish this off. This chapter is a pretty simple two-turn clear, mostly facilitated by the fact that Nimi joined in the previous chapter, and her enormous magic stat allows her some very large wars to be performed. There are actually a bunch of chests with some pretty nice items, including a speedwing, but the overall hassle isn't really worth the effort when it's so easy to two-turn. The basic strategy is simple. Get your boss killer ponied up, refresh them, then warp them to the boss room and sit them in front of the throne. On the next turn, finish the boss off and warp Roy and seize. The boss is a general, so he's pretty durable. However, effective weaponry puts a serious dent in him. Unfortunately, even with a strength cap Dieg, I still need to connect like 4 Armor Slayer hits or 2 Armor Slayer hits and a hammer hit at rubbish hit rates. Even with the support bonus from Thane, it's still something like 50 to 60 at best. But hey, it's Fire Emblem 6, what are you going to do about it? I actually cleared this chapter a few times prior, but I kept finding a few things I could improve on. For one, Faye proc res the first time I did the map, which messes with her ability to bait status saves later on, so that was a no-go. Then I figured I could probably steal the regen off the druid, and then I figured I could probably get Roy an extra level. Anyway, enemy phase, pretty standard, here we are, boss is attacking me. Thane has no real chance of getting hit by like anything in that room. Lance, he could take serious damage from that Horse Slayer Knight, but his supports with Alan and Roy are pretty useful here, because they boost his crit and hit to very high levels. Roughly 40 to 50 hit crit, and basically 100% accuracy. Most of the enemies have pretty bad hit rate here, except for the mercs. And Nimi herself can look out is fine because she can Nosferatu tank. Especially after I gave her a bunch of stat boosters in the last chapter. Not really much to say about this EP, besides the fact that the Berserk Druid in the boss room will prioritize Thane over Dieg in terms of berserking, because, credit to Don Don here for figuring this out a while ago, the bottom unit, the units lower on the deployment list have a higher chance of being prioritized by the enemy AI status staff users. So since Thane is, I believe, the second bottom on my deployment list for this chapter, she's always prioritized over Dieg in the situation. For reference, the bottom one is Faye, which is why she got prioritized earlier on. And then I believe the third is Nimi. Anyway, let's see. Right now, I finished the boss off, and then we have to clear out the clog in this choke point over up to the center of the map. The crit here is completely unnecessary, but it doesn't, because Lance one-round KOs this fighter by himself with a steel sword. A crit here is necessary because I'm using a killer lance, but I could quite easily use a silver lance to one-round KO this sniper if necessary, so that's not really a big deal. Faye attacks here just to burn some RN so I can get Roy to actually kill a unit. There's no real purpose to most of this, specifically, besides making sure that Roy can get 1 extra point of strength. And the reason for that is because with 14 strength and the rest of his current stats, if Roy gets promoted and takes promotion bonuses and gets a speed wing, he can one-round KO the final boss, which is pretty funny. And I generally like having Roy actually kill the final boss because his Sword of the Seals is pretty ridiculous. 18 might, triple versus Manichetes, and has 1-2 range. It's just all around a great weapon. What else to say here? Oh yeah, I guess if you optimize this a bit, you can actually get Juno to go to the arena and do a round of combat, but I couldn't really be bothered to do all that, especially because I needed Sue to burn more RNs in order to get Roy to connect on that hero with the light brand, so whatever, not a big deal. Now I just warp Roy to the throne, and there isn't really anything else left to say about this map. I guess Zealot sells some stuff that I should have sold last map, but didn't. I don't know why I kept those goddess icons around for so long. Like, I never use those things. And that about does it up, I guess. Roy Caesar's turn 2.